Hi guys, back with another clip. Thanks for watching the previous clips. Basically today I'm going to be talking about above Topps Champions League Museum, which came out I think 5 days, because today is Tuesday, it came out on Friday. So basically want to go through that. I haven't received the card, so I can't tell you what the actual cards, how nice they are, because I haven't got the cards, I haven't broken them. Again, with Topps, they do not, they don't allow distributors to have the items in Asia, so all items are shipped from the US. That's why breakers such as myself in Thailand or Singapore have not received it yet. I've seen the Hong Kong guys have, they've already broken some, but in Thailand and Singapore, we haven't got them yet. But as with always, I always like to start talking about appearance. I'll touch on the checklist as well, and basically impressed by Top. As you all know, Tops usually aren't that good with checklists, but I think this one, maybe because my expectation was so low that I thought this checklist was actually impressive. But most importantly, I want to share with you guys, probably some of you have already calculated this, but I did some calculation in terms of how many cases were produced, and most importantly, how easy or how hard it would be to hit what we call the big cards. And with all new products, I'll probably touch on a little bit of the prices, what they are right now, 5 days after release, what my concerns are, and probably I'll just give you a final verdict. Like what I did with Select Euro, after I've received the products, I'll break them, I'll open boxes. We'll wait 4 or 5 days after this and see what the resale price are at, and I'll probably do another clip for you guys. So basically, let's start off with appearance. I got all these pictures from eBay, and again, this is a personal opinion, but lots of people don't like the museum design. For me personally, I quite like it. I'm a sucker for the frame autographs. I love the frame autographs. I think they look cool. I love the dual autographs. Too bad they've only got, I think, Liverpool and Chelsea in this product. And what I like about Topps is the one above with the Ganabi. I like the triple patch autographs. So in terms of design, personally, I like them. I collect all museum. Okay, most of them are Liverpool, but I do have certain sets of Top museum. So in terms of appearance, for me personally, I think they're quite nice. Like I said, I've had a lot of people saying they don't like the museum design, so I think it's just a matter of preference. But what I will give credit to Topps for is the new signers. I think Topps has got it right in terms of to compete with Panini. They are going in the right directions. From next year, Topps will also have RC or rookies logos on their cards, which I think everyone's catching on with the rookie trend. But to have, let's start with a not so good team like, for example, Real Madrid. Every time Topps, it's either Ramos or Modric. So even though they're not big players, they actually went out and got Carvajal and Lucas Vasquez to sign. So again, it's new signers, which has impressed me. They got Kang In Lee for Valencia. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about if he's a good player, if the values will go up in the future. I'm talking in terms of, okay, they've still got the Rodrigo, the Carlos Soler, the Daniel Parejo, but they actually got Kang In Lee. Even for Chelsea, they got Kovacic. Beforehand, Kovacic always signed for Futera. So Topps definitely got new players in, which would impress collectors. The word is collectors. I'm not talking about investment. I'm talking about in collecting. Sergio Des, US guy, just moved to Barcelona. So again, impressed how Topps got them. I'm not going to talk about how they're 199, how the price is going to hold. That's all going to be towards the end of the clip. But I'm talking in terms of how Topps has played it smart and got new signers. If you've been following the news, they've got Fati for next year. They've got Alphonso Davies. So, like I said, to compete with Panini, I think Topps has got it right in terms of the direction they are going and getting these signers. So, like I said, credit is due. So, thumbs up for them for getting these new signers. As a collector, I would want maybe 1 or 2 Kang In Lee in case he's good. Des, of course. So This is something that you have to give credits to Topps. But what I want to talk mainly about is how the checklist, like I said, maybe because our expectations are so low when it comes in terms of Topps. I mean, again, the checklist, the Topps is never accurate. For example, they have Ryan Babel and Ajax. I mean, they have patch autos in Ajax, but they also have autographs for Galatasaray, the non-archival autographs. So again, Topps, and what I don't like about Topps is the fact that they don't like to have the so-called case hit. I mean, maybe it's a good thing and a bad thing. I've seen people open a case, a full case, not a 4-box break, and hit like a Haaland, CR7, and even a Liverpool dual auto. So, if you're lucky, you're going to get a good case. But at the same time, I've seen people open a full case, 12 boxes, and got zip, nothing. So, love and hate, I suppose. If you're lucky, you do a personal case, you're going to hit big. You get 3 or 4 autos. And at the same time, yeah, that's right, a coin. You spend a lot of money, you get a full case, and it's no big autos. So that maybe they'll change in the future. I don't know. Topps have never done case hit. I'm not even going to talk about the base cards. But like I said, I mean, with this checklist, or the checklist they put out, which I got from Cardboard Connections anyway. I mean, of course, the Reina, the Haaland's going to sell well. They are already selling well. I think I saw Reina sold, I think 2 completed items sold for 1,000 USD, 299. That's impressive for the prices. But I think the checklist is cool. It's good. It's got a lot of new signers. Of course, the things with top is some players are so short print, and some players, they have a ton of autos. To give you an example, I mean, they have a ton, which is, I guess, good because people are banking on him being a good player. Kang and Lee, they have a ton, which again, a lot of people are collecting. But then for players like at the Atalanta player like Hans Hardeborg, you probably see one every 4-box break, or even the Bernard or the Valencia guys, not the Kang, but like the Rodrigo, the Parejo. So I like to see more balance, but then again, maybe Panini does it as well. Mentioned earlier, I'm a sucker for the frames autographs. I love it. Too bad some of them are pretty short printed, and especially the patch frame, which are only 1 of 1. Love the design of the Superstar footballer showpiece. If you guys haven't seen the sign, go check it out. I've seen a Messi to 25, seen a CR7 25, I think Van Dijk's to 50. So I love that design, the side autos. So overall, quite impressed with the checklist. Some of the patches are sick as well. If you've seen some of the Ruby autos of PSG or even Valencia, they have good patches. Liverpool, not very good, all seeing red patches, but then again, not bad for the checklist. Moving on to, I've done this for you guys. I've calculated how many cases were produced. How did I do that? Well, there are 75 players in the base checklist. Each player has 250 cards. The copper to 99, I think the sapphire is 75, they have the gold to the 50, ruby to 25, and of course the emerald 1 of 1. So that comes out to around 18,750 cards. Now each box has 2 parallel cards. So basically you get 9,375 boxes. When you divide it by 12, because the case is 12 box, you get 781 cases, which isn't a lot. Now, if according to the checklist, which is above me, there's 151 cards for Haaland, there's 151 cards for Reina, 203 for Messi, 202 for CR7, and Felix is very short print to 36. I am assuming that because I've seen the Messi and the CR7 and the Felix, that the Messi and the CR7 are 225 with no parallel. I've seen the Felix to 10 because they did not put this in the checklist. You would get 743, the so-called big cards. So that's basically almost 1 per case, which is pretty good odds. Now, what I have done is to this side, I have done a calculation from what I have seen. What I have seen is I've seen in breaks because I've watched a lot of breaks. What I've seen on eBay, and I came out with Haaland 75. How did I come up with that? I saw that there was a Haaland order with 49. I saw a Haaland auto 25, and I assume there's a 1-of-1. So there's got to be at least 75 Haalands. Same with the Reina. I've only seen 299, and I assume there's a 1-of-1. And these are the numbers from the parallels that I have seen. So that comes out to around 387. Again, almost 1 per 2 cases that you're going to get a big player. So, like what I mentioned earlier, the Panini and not Panini tops do not have the case hit. But if you look at the ratio, I mean, Panini has case hits. For example, let's take Select Euro. But then again, there's case hits such as Henri, even the duo of Bale or Ashley William is a case hit, which aren't going to sell as high as these cards. So, like I said, not having an official case hit in tops, but if you look at the ratio of the chances of getting a good card or a big card, I think they're actually higher than all current Panini product. I mean, even going back to Panini Obsidian Soccer, where Franco Baresi is a case hit, Alex Morgan short print is a case hit. Those ratios are higher. I'm just sharing it. I mean, you can share with other people, up to you guys. But I'm just basically doing this. Why? Because, well, I like to know too. I like to take big teams in breaks, so I want to know what my chances are. So having seen this, I have joined a lot of breaks and taking big teams. Some with success, some not so much. Again, it depends on our luck as well. But seeing these numbers, it's a pretty good chance. Now, we have to move on to what the prices are. It's been 5 days. So again, to get an actual view, what I usually do, so once I get the cards, when I do the breaks, I'll probably open like a box when I do the clip here to show you what the actual card looks like. And then given that it will be 5 or 7 days from now, I think we should have a clear picture of how the resale values are. Now, before we go into this, museums from previous years usually do not sell well. That was before the soccer boom. Now, that's why I wanted to wait and see 7 days after this what the prices are like. But we'll go through this, then I'll mention a few things that I have. So they are, I mean, you know, some of them are not gonna sell very well, like I said, the Hatemore, $10. And again, thanks to some of you guys that mentioned you wanted to do in the US, so I actually convert this currency to the US. Even a Suarez not selling that well, Thiago, for me as a Liverpool supporter, I'm not going to buy this. Why? Because I assume the top has his sticker. So next product, it's going to be in a Liverpool jersey. That's when I'll buy a Thiago autograph. But for a Messi patch to 45, $61. Ganabi to 45 for 107. Even an Alaba frame for $77. My concern would be Des and Kang In Lee. Currently, they are selling very high, but there's a lot of print run. So I think you either hit them, get the card, and sell them quick, or you hold on to them and hope they become a really good player. That's my concern. If I was taking Valencia or Ajax, I've got to make a decision. Either I keep the cards because I assume they're going to be good, or I sell them quick because there are a lot of prints and people are going to flood the market. A lot of people mention this, foil cards such as museum aren't going to grade well, so you might have to factor that in if you want to send these cards to be graded. Because usually, if you've seen a lot of US guys breaking it, there's always dings and marks on the card. So that would be a concern as well if you're thinking of sending these players to be graded. But from initial sales or resales, I should say, some of the cards are selling really well. I'm not even going to touch on Haaland or Reina because those sell very well. But if you look for a desk to 199, I mean it's basically 300 but slash. It's still to a 199 autograph selling for this price. A Haaland base you sell a bid ended at $103. So initially these are selling well, but like I said, I think we have to wait 7 days, 10 days, 15 days to see once people get their cards from breakers and they flood the market, how the market would react. But already, like I said when I did the clip about Select Euro, in Thailand, we didn't see the value of the Select Euro. And as I was doing this clip, you can see that the box price of Select Euro are tanking already. The resales of the autos or even the card. I mentioned, if you watch my clip before, even for the logos, people were listing them 300, 500, 800. They're selling that for 70 USD, 80 USD. So that's why Select Euro is going down really quick. Museum, like I said earlier, usually do not sell well, but that was before the soccer boom. Now, you factor in that the day I'm doing a clip, 2 days, the Bundesliga museum should be released, which has a Haaland RPA or rookie patch autograph. But I spoke to my distributor this morning. It's been delayed. I don't know how long yet. November or going forward, we should be getting a lot of products such as Panini Immaculate Soccer, EPL Prism in December, a lot of top products, Chrome, Champions Chrome coming out in December, and then next year is a lot of product. But this product actually has a gap with museum, but museum people are going to chase the Haaland. So with this product out for 5 days already, and there's a gap because I know Immaculate's supposed to come out in November, but we haven't got the sales sheet, we haven't got any information. So my point is that this product would have a longer shelf life because Select is tanking. There's no product coming out for collectors to deviate from this product, if you know what I mean. Because there's a gap by the time Immaculate comes out. This product, and with 781 cases made, there's not going to be a huge supply, especially with the price of breaking now. Like I said in my earlier clips, I expected Select Euro to go down in terms of box prices. It has. I do not expect the museum price to go down. I do not. At least maybe a little bit, but it's not going to tank like Select Euro, because in terms of some of the cards that you are able to pull, you're going to get a good resale value. So I expect this product to at least have a longer shelf life than Select Euro. But I would also like to wait and see next 7 days, 10 days, how the market reacts to being flooded with deaths and Kang In Lee, especially those two, because they have a lot of cards. The Messi, the CR7, the Haaland, the Reina, not so much because there aren't that many cards around, and those are going to sell well. So in terms of investment, people might actually buy these boxes and hoping to hit a big card rather than buy a Select Euro box. So I can't believe that I'm saying this, but I think it's for the first time since I've been collecting anyway that I think a top products has caused a Panini product prices to drop. In terms of museum, has actually pushed Select Euro down a lot. But we'll have to wait another 7 to 10 days to find out if that's actually true or basically I got it totally wrong. Anyway, guys, if you find my clip useful or you enjoy it, please subscribe. I think it's above, yeah. Subscribe, share, even give me a like. That would be much appreciated. We'll be doing a lot of clips. I also plan to do clips of some of the old products, and some you may not join the hobby when it first came out, such as Noir, Nobility. So those clips will be interesting when I talk in terms of the on cards auto as well. I'll definitely do a follow up on the museum as well. And like I said, we've got a ton of new products coming out, so it should be fun. Both breaking, joining breaks, opening boxes here, and doing clips for you guys. So until then, take care. Thanks for watching. See ya.